I don't watch WWE, so I'm a little late to the ball game. But I am glad as heck that Big E Langston is now WWE champion. You know, is a beautiful symbolic thing, and also it's a long time coming. Because if you think about it real quick, Big E Langston was at one time the biggest wrestler in WWE. I mean, the New Day were, were already a big deal. So, with Big E Langston being the biggest member of the New Day, it just makes sense. Like they were on top of the world. Like I think I'm not sure how true it is, but I remember like they said that Big E was the highest paid wrestler in WWE at the time at some point. I don't know if it's true or not, but what else? It's still cool, man. Like if you're a black wrestling fan right now, this is the most awesome you've ever seen. Like this is I haven't felt more represented in like all of my years of watching wrestling and trying to do it than right now in this day and age. Big E Langston winning against Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. You have a wrestler who is kind of getting up there in legendary status, Lee Moriarty going to AEW. Booker T's Reality of Wrestling is getting a television deal. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks main event Wrestlemania. It's just there's so much cool stuff happening for a black wrestling fan. It's a beautiful thing. And like obviously people are gonna people are gonna try to rekindle the Fed Wars and say AEW doesn't care about black wrestlers. It's like I don't know because I don't watch AEW because I ain't got cable. But what I will say is that like if you know that there are black wrestlers in AEW, I feel like they're doing something correct there. Um, it's just a great I feel like I will never care about the Fed Wars. I will never care about the Fed Wars because the Fed Wars is just something that the fans put up just so they could sort of feel good about you know just so they could feel like they have something to pretend like the Fed Wars, WWE versus AEW, it feels a lot like politics. Whereas like people are blindly supporting something that don't really like adhere to them that well. It's like did WWE why did WWE give the strap to Big E Langston? We don't know, but the fact is it happened. I feel like you can't really say oh WWE is listening to the fans on this one because they rarely do. But it's still good to see that like this is actually like working out the way that it should. Also, I trained the other day. I went to the training facility and I trained. I took a few bumps. I tried to do a moonsault. I think I'm doing better with my moonsaults. It feels good. Um, I am getting clearly I realize how strong I am too. Like there's this guy. He's like at least a good you know at least a good maybe 40 pounds heavier than me. I'm not gonna say that. He's a big dude, and I could power slam him. I could like literally like hold him up. And the thing about the power slam is that like is more or less your arms and more your legs, And as much as I hate to admit it, I have strong legs. The reason why I hate to admit that is because like my backside is a little bit bigger than it should be, and I've been trying to work that out for a while. But like training is training is still fun. I still can't do it as much as I like because I don't have a car, and plus times are rough, you know. But thanks to somebody actually being able to take me over there, it's a good feeling to know that like I can like contact someone and be like, hey, can you come get me? And he'll be like, sure, yeah, no problem. He lives like in the same area, so it's like it's just a matter of me simply just asking him. So that feels good. But yeah, training has been mad dope. For those who don't know, Fred Yehai, he's the guy who is currently training us. At one time it was like a slew of wrestlers from Georgia, but now there's been a bit of a regime change. So there's that. Um, so yeah, it feels good. Fred Yehai is a really good wrestler. He has like, he's so talented and innovative. It's just amazing to be able to say that I'm learning from him now, or rather, I'm picking up from him. You know, and now that Reality of Wrestling is getting the TV deal, I'm even more obsessed with going to back to Reality of Wrestling because that happened, I was at Reality of Wrestling. I was there, man. I was there, and then COVID hit, and I got poorer. Man, it's a work in progress, but it's still happening. Um, Another thing too, brought to you by water. Man, but yeah, man. Another thing is that like I said, training is getting better. Bumping is getting better. I realize now that I really do need to kind of get back in like conditioning shape because like I was sweating and huffing and puffing and stuff like that. I'm still fat, so I kind of need to get back, and like I could probably do a 15-minute match. I could probably do a 15-minute match, but there will be like at least maybe 2 or 3 rest holds in there because I will get tired. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm getting tired. I'm getting gassed out. Let's go slow. Let's work slow. Stuff like that. So there's that. But yeah, if you're a black wrestling fan right now, this is a good feeling. This is a really good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering like everything that's been going on lately. Everything that's been kind of going on lately in professional wrestling. All the crazy stuff that's been happening. No, it is kind of a breath of fresh air to know that the power of positivity won again, and now you got yourself a new W. W. I can't do it. um, but yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. Congratulations to Big E Langston. Also, I finished out the Booker T the Booker T podcast episode. The person who asked the question of who he would ever manage, that was me. The person who asked about him streaming Ghost of Tsushima, that was me. The person that was who asked about Culture Inc. getting another chance at the tag team titles, that was me. You know, once again, like the thing that really will always mess with me about the Booker T podcast show is that like fans will go over there and ask some dumb questions like, "Who do you think is the best wrestler right now?" or "Who do you think is the best wrestling company right now?" It's like, bruh, these are stupid questions. Like they're all opinionated. Like what the heck? Shut up. Like I feel like the only thing that you should probably be asking is anything dealing with Booker T or reality of wrestling, and that's it. Because and also who's the best is a stupid question now. It's opinionated. It's nothing. There's no legitimate answer. It's like if I think that somebody is the best and you think somebody is the best, then that's 2 answers that are technically correct. But like no, nobody's the best because there is no best. It's just who you like at the end of the day. It's just stupid. Um, like if, but that's a I guess that's a thing for another day. There is no best. I'm gonna probably like work on that. But that's it though. Love and peace. Y'all have a good one, and congratulations to Big E Langston for becoming champ.